Hello champions, how are you doing? Well, thank you very much for your wonderful response to my last video on how to look at the current slowdown and the future prospects. If you haven't seen that video and you're watching this one on Facebook, I will paste the link. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, then it will appear somewhere here and you can watch that video too. Today, I'm going to be talking about what you must do if your business is making losses continuously. Keep watching. Welcome back champions. Today we are going to be talking about what you must do if your business is continuously making losses. So let's understand these guys. Losses or profits, these are made up of two variables, your incoming revenue and the cost at which you get that revenue. Obviously, we all know that if the costs are higher than the revenue, that the monies that you're making, then you are in losses. So we have these two variables to take care of. So let's start from sales. My friend, if your sales have been dipping, then this is what you must do right away. You must jump into your lead management system and figure out why those prospects did not convert into deals. If you do not have a lead management system, my friend, you must get one right away. At Propel, we have a fantastic lead management system for all you fine people. A system that tells you that you have to follow up so many clients. It tells you if you've missed on those follow-ups, and it gives you all the sales intelligence you need to keep your sales roaring really high. So anyways, coming to our topic, you must jump into your lead management system and figure out the reasons why your leads are not converting. And there's a good news. The reasons can be nothing more than the following three. Number one reason why you possibly are not converting those prospects into actual deals could be that those prospects didn't really have the need of your product. Imagine if a camel would buy something and you would attempt to sell the camel a ride in the desert. He would not buy it because that's available to him for free. He doesn't value that enough. Now, if that's what you are trying to do, then what the remedy is, try and figure out the customer who likes and wants to go to the place which you are selling, which means change your target market. Now, how do you do that? Well, you do it in two steps. Number one, you first find out all those prospects that never had the need of your product. Profile them. When I say profile them, it means figure out what their income was, figure out where they stayed, figure out how they make their purchasing decisions, whether they were a male or a female, etc. And then try and remove all the similar profiles from your prospecting funnel. What this would do, this will help you not invest time in the wrong direction. The second thing that you do is figure out people who bought your service, who bought your product, and try and see how you reached out to them and try do more of that from the time that you saved from the earlier one. The second reason why your prospects would probably not convert into sales is because maybe they feel that you are too costly, or maybe they do not have the money to spend on that. Well, let me tell you guys, it's never about money. People who earn thousands also buy products worth lakhs and sometimes even crores if the need is so much there. Which means what? You must find the person who has the need, which is the point number one. And the point number two is that if you've reached that customer, maybe in your sales pitch, you're not able to articulate the value of your product really well. As a consulting company, we come across a lot of such sales pitches where my salespeople may not be able to articulate what the person will tend to gain or save if they invest into us, and all of those leads do not convert, and the reason is we are too expensive. Well, that's not the actual reason. The actual reason was we could not tell him what's the ROI vis-a-vis the investment that they are making in us. So correct your sales pitch. If you want to know more about how and what should the sales pitch have, well, that's for the later video. The third reason why your prospects would not get converted into deals could be that your product does not have something that your competitor has. If your product is missing out on a feature or a couple of them, or your product does not have that service associated with it which your competitor does, then you may stand to lose business with your competition. What do you need to do in that case? Well, it's very simple. Go to your customers, speak to them, understand what they need and provide them that. Upgrade and change your product portfolio. Remember, my friends, if you want to gift your girlfriend something and you don't know what that something is going to be, the best person in the world to tell you what that something is your girlfriend. So if you want to sell it to somebody, something, go ask that somebody what he would like to buy. People like to buy, they don't like to be sold. Having spoken about sales and how to bring that up, let's come to the second factor, and that's cost. When it comes to cost, obviously we all need to be running our engine very efficiently. But when people go south on their sales and they're making losses, there is a very straightforward cost cutting measure that everybody follows. And that, by the way, is extremely wrong. The simple, straightforward cost cutting method is you list down all your costs in the descending order, look at the big ones, start cutting them and keep looking at whether you are breaking even or no. And that, my friend, is an absolutely wrong way of doing things. You may end up cutting down on your marketing expense because you don't see it's a big expense and you see that, oh, by cutting that you may break even, so cut down on that. I have also seen people cutting down on softwares. I have also seen people give pink slips to their sales guys simply because they were high paying sales guys. Don't do that, because that's like hitting your foot with a gun. Let me explain you this with an example. Do you know China? Obviously you know, right? China, the labor is not cheap. In fact, it's expensive. But the reason why China is able to give a product at a far lower price, one of the reason is the amount of products that they make. They make any product in such large quantities that the cost per product comes down. This is the same philosophy you must adopt while managing your cost. Yes, my friend, I'm not talking cost cutting as in cost cutting. I'm talking about cost cutting is equal to efficiency building, which means if you look at marketing and it's a high cost, don't simply cut it, evaluate it. That marketing cost is helping you sell more. If I was you, I would invest more funds there. And what would happen? I would end up selling more. When I end up selling more, I reduce my cost per customer acquisition. That automatically means cost cutting. So investing in the right place also means cost cutting. Make your employees more efficient. If your employees are able to do, let's say, 10 units of work, and by introducing a software they can now do 20 units of work, well, it's the same employee taking the same salary, so your cost per unit of work reduces, and that's also cost cutting, my friend. So investing in the right things also means cost cutting. Obviously, it definitely does not take away from the fact that you must cut corners, but where you incurring the cost does not give you efficiency. So remember, my friend, whenever you look at cost cutting measures, ask yourself this question: if I cut cost here, am I going to benefit on my efficiency or am I going to lose out on my efficiency? If you are going to lose out, that's not the place where you cut cost. In fact, that's the place where you invest. When it comes to cost cutting, I would also strongly suggest invest in learning ways to manage your business better, because when things go south, You may know a few things about cost cutting. You may know a few things about increasing efficiency and doing the same things in a smart way. But when you learn, you get more solutions to how you can increase efficiency and run a lean, mean machine. With all of these profit making and cost cutting measures, I am sure that all of you wonderful champions are going to keep propelling and never going to get into the loss making scenario. And remember friends, even if you do, don't worry. Follow the champions routine, get yourself settled here and take sane decisions, take positive decisions and grow your business to the next level. I don't want any of you to get bogged down with the slow market conditions. I'm going to be soon launching a webinar, a free webinar for all of you fine people to get into the details of all of this. I'm currently working on the curriculum for it. So I hope I'm going to see all of you there on that webinar. It's free like all of these YouTube videos. Take advantage of it. Anybody that you know who will benefit from this video, don't forget to share. Obviously, if you like it, hit a thumbs up and do not forget to comment. This video is free. Don't keep me free. Until we meet next time, keep learning, keep implementing and keep propelling.